Yo, what's the haps, everybody? PK here, bringing you guys a Assault VKS fail chem strike. I died, I think, two or three off, and it's because I rushed it. Honestly, I had no business rushing it, but I decided, hey, I'm going for a YouTube game. They don't want to see me camp in a spot for the same, for all of the entirety of the game, so I might as well rush it, and then I ended up dying, so it was a stupid decision, but hey, it makes the gameplay a bit more interesting, and I am sick, if you could tell, so that kind of sucks. And my last commentary was pretty awful, to be honest with you. I was talking a mile a minute, wasn't enunciating my words properly, I was stuttering a lot. It just wasn't the best commentary I've ever made, but at the same time, the video quality was the best I've ever had, so, you know, it's, uh, I was just excited, honestly, to just have an HD video out there and be able to call it mine. So I was excited for that. And the topic for this commentary actually is why people hate Call of Duty Ghosts and just Call of Duty in general. And it's something that I never really understood. And well, I mean, I kind of get where they're coming from, but at the same time, I don't really share their opinions really, as you can tell, because I'm playing Call of Duty Ghosts. Because most of the time, they seem to have, this, they say the same thing every time. Oh, Call of Duty is the same thing every year. It's garbage. Spawns are terrible, and all of this, shit really. And I've never really understood, because people who say Call of Duty is the same thing every year, it's not without merit. I mean, it's similar, but they're idiots, to be honest with you, because they don't understand how anything works really. If you change too much of something in a sequel, you run the risk of alienating your fan base. And that's how it's always been. Like, to me, I loved uh, Battlefield Bad Company 2. I thought it was my first PS3 game, so maybe I'm just a bit biased. And I got it the day that it came out when I bought my PS3, and I thought it was the most fun video game that I've ever played ever. I mean, I got to play online. Single player was pretty fun, although it was much better than Battlefield single player. Battlefield 3 single player was pretty awful, to be honest with you. At least in this one, you had four characters and they had all their little wit and dialogue, and it was funny. And online was just some of the most fun I've ever had. And then Battlefield 3 came out, and they made a lot of changes that were good, and a lot of people started getting into Battlefield. But I just got turned off of Battlefield. I didn't like it anymore. And a lot of the people that I played Bad Company 2 with refused to play Battlefield 3. And it's not that Battlefield 3 is a bad game. It's not that it's worse. It's a good game, and maybe even a good Battlefield game. But like I said, they changed so much that they alienated their Bad Company 2 fan base that liked Battlefield for how it felt, but they changed it for Battlefield 3 and it just became a different game. And like I said, it's not that Battlefield 3 is a bad game, it's a very good game. A lot of people like it. I just, since I played Bad Company 2 and I liked that game, Battlefield 3 just wasn't as fun for me. And that's pretty much how it is for Call of Duty. Uh, Not really like that, but they don't want to change too much, but they do change enough. I mean, play Call of Duty 4, and then play World at War, and there wasn't very much change. I can't tell you honestly, because I never played World at War. Although I did sink, I probably put about 10 hours or so into Call of Duty 4. I didn't actually play Call of Duty until Black Ops 1. But now play World at War to MW2, and you have so many changes. You have the kill streak changes. You have you can now choose your loadouts. I mean, not loadouts, but you can now choose your kill streaks. They even implemented the first time that the nuke showed up, and 25 kill streak at the end of the game. And whether you love it or you hate it, that was a really good change on their hand. They now added a lot of BS, such as well, their Marty Dom had already existed and all of that, but they did a few changes. They had map changes and all of that. They do add guns every year, so people who say it's the exact same thing every year, obviously they can fuck off. But like I said, maybe that's just biased to me because I play a lot of Call of Duty. But then there's also the change from MW2 to Black Ops 1. Again, was a huge change, or not huge, but there were enough changes to make the game interesting, but not enough to alienate the core fan base. And those changes were the leveling up and the money system, although not, it wasn't really the best of ideas. It was a fresh idea that worked at the time. There was nothing wrong with the leveling up and the COD currency, COD points, I think it was. There was nothing wrong with that idea. It just wasn't really um, effective. And um, yeah, that's how it works. So now you can purchase your what you want to unlock depending on how you want to unlock it, and that was huge. You had the kill streaks again. They started adding more perks, and they started balancing other perks out. They started adding kill streaks such as the VSAT, or the Blackbird made its first appearance. Things like that, and that's also the first Call of Duty where a kill streak did not lead up to a second kill streak, which was a major change, and maybe it was a change that a lot of people hated. Now, if you make the change from Black Ops 1 to MW2, or MW3, I should say, MW3 was my favorite Call of Duty of all time. It's no secret. I don't make it a secret. I'm not ashamed to say it. I don't care what other people say. It, to me, is the best Call of Duty of all time. And MW3 did a lot of things right. MW3 did a lot of things wrong. A lot of things wrong was death streaks, such as um, what was that one? Dead Man's Hands. That was just terrible. I don't know what they were thinking. There was some questionable spawns before, pre-patches and all of that. But they did a lot of things right. They added some new things that we've never seen before in Call of Duty. Specialists. Who would have thought that you can have specialists? I mean, maybe people were throwing out those ideas, but when I played Black Ops 1, I always thought, hey, it'd be cool if I had all the perks, if I had a kill streak to have all the perks. But who thought it would actually happen? Specialist was a huge change. I loved it. I basically exclusively ran. Get headshotted through a wall, kid. I exclusively ran Specialist when I played MW3. No assault kill streaks. And then that also, they added support, and whether or not you like support or you hate it. Also, I'm an idiot. I didn't realize I could just put the sentry gun out the window. um, Support, whether you love it or you hate it, it was a change for really the more casual people that play Call of Duty, because not everyone, like, if you look right here, I'm going to town on these kids. I'm wrecking them. And I think just Infinity Ward and Call of Duty, Activision in general, just wanted people to, the bad players who go, like 15 and 30 on a regular basis, they didn't want them rage quitting and thinking this game was terrible. They wanted them to have fun with the game, and to have fun really is to have kill streaks. And although it's technically not really a kill streak because you're not chaining kills together in order to get it, it was still a great concept that a lot of people don't like. I don't hate it, but I don't like it either, simply because I don't think that the guy that's going 15 and 30 should get a kill streak like an oracle to see me through a wall. But at the same time, if you look at it from their perspective, from their shoes, that guy, he loves the fact that he doesn't have to, learn how to play the game. He doesn't have to try super hard. He can just get, drink some beer, hang out with his buddies, play some Call of Duty, and get some kill streaks going on to help his team. And that's something that we've never seen before in the Call of Duty. And I think it did make a huge change, really, to the whole community in general. And look at the change from MW3 to Black Ops 2. You have the score streaks instead of kill streaks, and there were people that were huge advocates of it. I was not, simply because if you ever played Hardpoint, you realize how broken that system is due to people having 2 kills and calling in a swarm or a dog because they keep jumping on the hardpoint and jumping off. And it added a whole new metagame, kind of, to where you wanted to cap a flag and you wanted to hop on flags when there were people around you so that you can kill them and get extra, 50 points for your kill streakers and such and all of that. And so it added a whole new metagame and made the game a bit more interesting, but at the same time, it just wasn't my ideal version of the system. Maybe it's because I didn't want change to happen. I liked kill streaks, and that's just, I'm sticking to it. And then if you look at the change from Black Ops 2 to MW3 Ghosts, they kind of have the whole point streak system back, where you can cap a flag and get a point, but only if you're the first one on it. And that's where I died. And Ghost brought back a lot of new things. They did a lot of new things. It's really one of the most fresher Call of Duties that they out there right now. because not only do you have the whole assault specialist support streak, you have loads new perks that we haven't seen before. You have a new specialist set up, how to set up your specialist and all of that. You have a lot of assault streaks, whether or not you think they're garbage. There was some good support streaks, like the Oracle. I'm not too big a fan of it, but I can see why it's there. And it's just one of the more fresher Call of Duty. So when people say that Call of Duty never changes and it's the same shit every year, I disagree with them. They make enough change to keep the game interesting for the people that play it every year, but not enough to where you alienate your fan base, like the jump from Battlefield Bad Company 2 to Battlefield 3. That's just the ramblings of this man, though. So that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna catch you guys later. It's been PK. Peace, guys.